Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
Well, I mean, without saying so, the president or due to the COVID effort, you know, yes, you know, to Kaka. Nankasa, okay, the things like isolation and social distancing, he wouldn't admit that there was any shortcoming, but he was promising to do better. And that is good. Now, to obey that, not the things are making them I don't think he doesn't mean well. I'm sure he means well. I think it's concerned. But from living here and watching COVID, I think public pressure matters a lot, even to good government. And I think that the public didn't just take it up there. The president has spoken, so he will do it. For example, Otaman could say, Parliament is the main, and to their credit, I've read out to some of them, they are very positive, just like you were, and some media people were, and the speaker or himself that they should set. But in addition to taking care of education, the speaker should take care of Ghanaians in the sense that over there, Mama President, for example, testing. How many testings are we done? How much contact tracing are we doing? What are we doing about isolation? So I think if the speaker will translate his interest into that. It's not that you are opposing the president. Only there you are encouraging him and his government to do better. And where the man we
Now, saying na ube process data president of the republic editor the hitherto in the first wave we were doing 200 new cases per day, and now we are doing averagely 700 800 cases per day.
Oh, the way I would take that in that, to be fair, it just gets to the point that I've always thought that our effort has been more lucky than good. And for example, if the whole of Africa, the US alone has tested about 380 million. We've done 380 million tests. Africa, we've done only 50 million. In other words, we are 4 times their population, but we've done 10 times more tests than we've done. Ghana, we've done only about 700,000. And you know, the tests are here. It is not enough for us to be able to pick up all those who have the disease. I mean, this is just fact. It doesn't mean that everybody, we are not doing politics. We need to do more. And it looks like the president was, what do they call it, acknowledging that.
Now, we need to do more especially when he goes and say Emma police Emma Chelsea won't nose mask. And that by they say referring to us to be responsible and civil in ourselves. Say you be the need to wear the nose mask. That punchline, no? How did you see it?
It is good, but the truth of the matter is that by the nature of people, unless it is enforced one year, so we need to enforce it. But that will be there. Everybody knows that those things are not realistic. Let's find them and more to the point. Let's help those who cannot get masks, get them.
Now, Dr. Atakanedi, assign a cancer say by March we would expect the first vaccine, the best of the lot, to come to Ghana, and subsequently we are told say over 2 million of such vaccine will be available first, second week of March. What do you make of it?
What I make of it is that let me step back a little bit and tell everybody about the vaccine. Vaccines, let me begin from Africa. Ramaphosa said a few days ago he is the chair of the EU. Also, all of Africa, they expect 1 billion doses of the vaccine. So if 1 billion doses, if the vaccine 500 million people, 1 billion doses, 700 million will come to the brew into COVAX facility to Africa. And the EU task force will get 300 million. Africa has 1.3 billion. Even if we got the 1 billion doses by the end of the year, as we are being promised that, it means that we can only vaccinate 500 million people. And those will not be enough. But more to the point, you need to look at the fine print. Okay, there, vaccines by the end of 2021. That is 11 months away, assuming it comes as a school. And yesterday, in a report, the Wall Street Journal said that they think all of the world, by the end of 2021, only 10% of people will get the vaccine. By the end of 2022, only 21% of people will get the vaccine. In other words, regardless of the strength of the vaccine, looking at a combination of whether the vaccines are available and the logistics of giving it, we are not going to get significant numbers of the vaccine for quite some time. Now, let me talk about the president. He said that Ghana has secured 16.7 million doses, if I remember. And he said that 16.7 million will be there about by June, and the first batch will come in March. All that is encouraging, but let's take him at his word. 16.7 million would vaccinate about 8.8 million people. And there are 30 million Ghanaians. And even if you assume that that will not be enough, then he also went on to say that he hopes to vaccinate all Ghanaians. And I thought that that was an overpromise, because if you look at the specialists, the epidemiologists are telling us that in order to get herd immunity, you need to vaccinate 70% of your population. And if a Ghana for 70% would be 21 million, which means in that case, we don't need to vaccinate anybody, but we need 42 million doses of the vaccine. It can't be mean, not that I can baby set the crack running.
You crack then.
On there, the vaccines will not come in enough numbers and in enough time to make a difference, even though ultimately the vaccines are the definitive answer. It means until then, we need to test more people, not only in Ghana but Africa, do contact isolation and contact tracing, help people to isolate, encourage people to do social distancing. And NCC should, with respect, set up their butts and do more public education.
Dr. Arthur Komina Kennedy, we are allopathic practitioner, but who can say we may need, say, 42 million, now President so can say 16 million. Like I said, there's a gap, as you've indicated. Do you foresee any complementary support? You bet me any free traditional herbal medicine practitioners or Ghana now?
I don't foresee that now, but I'm a scientist, so I have an open mind. It is original if somebody says there is a herb that works. I think, regardless of where the medicine comes from, we need to be sure that it is safe and we need to be sure that it's effective. And if it meets those two requirements, we should take it. But I don't get all these conspiracy theories now from if it is good, it's good. Let's use objective science. if it is medicine, we also deserve the best, regardless of where it comes from. So as far as the vaccines are concerned, we should only use ones approved by the WHO, and I take that approach to all therapies in respect to COVID.
In the time I would say the Food and Drugs Authority, one more approval for a clinical trial stage 2, a herbal product, and I say a herbal concoction, Ghana. No? What did you make of it?
I thought it was encouraging, but as far as I'm concerned, there are a lot of trials going on around the world of many medicines. So I want to see proven therapies. I think that trials at this stage, they are useful. For example, the Johnson and Johnson vaccine is very good because it's one dose, but until it gets to Africa, it's just pure.
To the extent the time you can say clinical trial, and now you move beyond TSA, and then we became excited because a product na and now say a concoction na one more can Nibima, the scientific name there, and I do not enjoy attempting to pronounce it. And Nibima no na just ya approval for fever anyway. Na ye can say no. And they are approval for clinical trial stage 2 no na enkrofo ani age ho ma wan hwe yi a o makono no boom kosi say KN US for ebe clarify yes it is only for a trial but not for a product authorization bi no monsaka.
Yeah, so we should be careful what information we put out to the public, because the public is not sophisticated. They misinterpret things. At the end of the day, there are a lot of medicines being tested, hydroxychloroquine, remember, ivermectin, all those kind of things. But we should give to the public only what we know to be safe and effective.
Utie Oha Extreme Punk no Needs FM.